Morning. Um, Spontaneous chat, probably caffeine. Um, just thinking about internal mapping, internal cartography, and primordial unconscious. Um, and, you know, I'm sure some of us are aware of the point I want to make, but about art and the nature of self. But the standard model of our culture is that we're all discrete individuals with our own little kit set monologues of complexes and pathologies and, you know, little turny circuit boards of psychodata that is all, understandable and logical and, causal in a sort of, so and so happened to me, therefore I reacted like this. And there's, I've been doing that my whole fucking life, and I think we inherit that, as standard building blocks to understanding ourselves. But what I want to say about the unconscious, the primordial unconscious, and my art making, because I bang on about it being a sort of divine inner thing quite a bit, and I'm not fucking joking. Like, what the unconscious is actually not just my unconscious. It's a field of communal awareness, what Jung called the collective unconscious, or other people have called the morphogenic field. I actually think that, there's a psychic space, a memory field outside of time where archetypes are actually real, and they could actually be extra dimensional beings as well. The gods might actually be in another form that are dreaming into our own senses of selves. That's an extrapolation. But what I'm basically getting at is, by mapping, and I'll say my own inner topography, the twisted, the surreal, the dark, the tortured, the wonderful, the grandiose, the playful, the sublime, the innocent, the joyous, and the eternally DNA sponsored making. Nature. James as nature. James as an extension of the I am. As I do that, those imprints that I'm working with are not just mine. They're cultural. That's what motivates the artist in my situation. That's why Jeffrey Harris's collection, Lifetime's body of work, is relevant beyond Jeffrey Harris. He speaks to a national psyche that is beyond Jeffrey. It's through Jeffrey, but it's actually about us to a degree. And in the same way, I can read my work as this former New Zealand self-appointed sort of serious peasant class of spoiled middle class lefty boomers. I inherited a sensibility from that gate of 90s exposure, and I've translated my work to a corporate globalism, mangled psyche space of terraformed once were humans, through billions of hours of Transformer movies and Mel Gibson wanks and all the rest of it, global media, and So and simultaneously, like as a wee hobbit, taking himself far too seriously um, as an adult, um, I'm archiving the same extension of a tribal mind. And that, my friends, is important work. Thank you very much. That's my point.